is hosting Maryland
Yep.
at noon this Saturday. Interesting line movement in this game. Penn State opened around a field goal favorite and immediately swung to either a pick'em or Maryland -1.
Yep.
We've learned since then that the total for the game is around 58.
Yep.
Now that's going to fluctuate. We called the over last week, but we called it at 56. A lot of people though got it at 55 or 54.5. So I think I'm going to take I think we can take a win on that, but technically, if you want to, you can say we were wrong. But on to this week's game. Maryland's 4-0.
Yep.
They just destroyed Purdue. I don't know what you make of that, but this game with James Franklin in charge has always been close.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a one-point game both times now. I think Penn State is obviously going to have to get its run game going a little bit better. I think Maryland, we know it's hard to tell what they are because they just haven't played anyone, Purdue included. So I don't know. It's tough. I picked it Penn State 34-31. I think that does go over the total again. I think you're going to see some points on the board. And I think it might be a lot like last week where the game is sort of sluggish early on and then it picks up in the second half. Both these teams seem to be able to do that quite well. So I think Penn State escapes with a win. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah, a couple of things. Penn State last year struggled with Perry Hillis running the football.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they're going to do that with him this year, but he can do it. But they were able to get some turnovers in that 31-30 win that ultimately decided the game. Also, William Likely, the return guy for Maryland, doesn't get the ball a lot, but when he does, he's very dangerous. Yeah. Penn State's going to have to be on the lookout for that. When I look at Maryland, you're right. It's hard to read a lot into the Purdue win. I give them credit, though, for that win at UCF. I think it's better than the final score looked. I have Maryland winning this game 30-23. One reason I'm leaning that way is I think Penn State emotionally spent a lot of bullets in the Minnesota game. Yeah. James Franklin talked about how wild the locker room was after the game, how they were celebrating. They expended a lot of energy physically. I think they put a lot into that game in that comeback. I would not be surprised if Penn State starts the game slow again. I think they're going to be a little flat. I think Maryland's catching them at the right time, and I'm going to say Maryland wins 30-23.